Welcome to Virtual CB1A. This is Miss Rena, and for today's video discussion in problem solving in mathematics, we are going to have a discussion on simple equation problems. So basically, for simple equation problems, all you have to take note of are uh, the formulas that you have learned from your previous mathematical subjects and also those that you have learned in algebra. Ganun lang naman kasi ito eh. Simple substitution lang. So if you are good in analyzing the given values, then all you have to do is to point out the correct formula to be used in each problem and then substitute the values. Let's look at this example. This is length problems example. So cut a 10-foot long piece of wood into two pieces so that one piece is 2 feet longer than the other. To solve this problem, you have two choices. So one is by using algebra. So ano lang yung gagawin mo? You have a 10-foot long piece of wood and then you have to cut it into two pieces so that yung isa ay 2 feet longer than the other. So we are going to have a length x. This is the shorter side or the shorter piece. Next, the other piece, yung mas mahaba, is x plus 2. And you know that if you combine the shorter piece and the longer piece, you will have x plus 2, which is equal to 10. By combining like terms, you will have 2x is equal to 8, or by dividing both sides by 2, you will get x which is equal to 4. So the shorter side is 4 and the longer side is 6 which is equal to 10. Or by using arithmetic, ang gagawin mo lang, tanggalin mo yung mas malaking, tanggalin mo yung excess na 2 feet such that yung dalawang cut ng wood ay magiging equal. So you will have 8. So you will have 8 and then divided by 2, you will have 4. Tapos, yung 4 na yun yung length ng shorter piece. I-add mo lang dun sa isang piece yung 2 feet. Then you will have 4 plus 2 which is equal to 6, giving you the total 10 feet. So one is 4 feet in length and the other is 6 feet in length. Now let's have this example. A length of board was 10 inches shorter than another length. Together, the boards were 20 inches. Okay, how long, were the boards? So let's look at the example. So call the long piece x and the short piece x minus 10. Bakit naman x minus 10 yung gamit natin dito imbis na x plus 10? Kasi shorter siya by 10 feet. So, i-analyze mo lang yung mga given sa'yo dun sa problem. If it is shorter, then you are going to use the operation subtraction. If it is longer, then you are going to use the operation addition. So, since we are looking for the shorter piece, we are going to call it x minus 10. So, we have x plus x is equal, minus 10 is equal to 20. Now, let us simplify by adding negative 10 or adding 10 on both sides para matanggal natin dito sa negative 10. You're going to have 20 plus 10 or 30. And then combine like terms, we have 2x. X is equal to 15. But this is not the final answer yet. Kasi itong x is equal to 15, ito pa lang yung longer side. Ano yung shorter side? The shorter side is of course 15 minus 10 or x minus 10, which is 5. So the pieces were 5 and 15 inches. So we have here some practice problems. Um, if you want, you can answer all from 1 to 5, but for your activity, I will be posting um, an activity in the classwork kung alin talaga dito yung sasagutan nyo. But I suggest na since marami naman kayong time, so you can answer everything. Since sobrang dali naman yan, in 2 minutes tapos kayo sa isang part. Now, let's go to the age problems. Yan. So, for age problem, again, analysis lang naman to. Leia is 2 years older than Tracy. Together, the girls are 10 years old. How old are they? So dito, hindi ko muna ipapakita kung paano siya nagutan sa book. Instead, we are going to solve it doon sa board natin. Ayan. So, how are we going to solve this problem? Ay, yan. So, paste lang natin siya dito. Pause ko muna kasi naglalag na naman. Okay, so let's answer this one. So, ang gagawin lang natin ay mag-a-assign tayo ng variables. So, let's start with the variable for Leia and Tracy. So, si Leia daw ay 2 years older than Tracy. So, gamitin natin ay variable na t for Tracy. Ayan. So, si Tracy, variable niya is t. Si Leia ay 2 years older than Tracy. So, that is t plus 2. Together, the girls are 10 years old. So, t plus 2, we have 10. So, how old are they? We have to combine like terms, 2t plus 2 is equal to 10. And then we have to transfer 2 to the other side, eliminate it on the left side. So we are going to subtract 2 from both sides. We have 2t is equal to 10 minus 2. And then we have 2t is equal to 8. Divide both sides by 2. T is now equal to 4. We know that 3c is equal to 4. But how about Leia? Leia is 4 plus 2, which is equal to 6. So their ages are, Leia is 6 years old and Tracy is 4 years old. Okay? Okay. Now let's go to the other part. Ay, but principles pa rin to. Yan. Scroll down lang tayo. Okay, so we have some practice problems. Again, if you have the time, you can answer all of the activities. But if you don't have the time to answer everything, then just wait and check our Google Classwork kung ano lang dun yung mga uh, kung ano lang dun yung mga items na kailangan yung sagutan for the activity. Now, we are going to study about the use of the words more than and less than. So beware of these keywords. Many people believe that if they see more than in a word problem, they must add, and with less than, they must subtract. That is not always the case. So meron tayong mga keywords. And also, you have to have good analytical skills when dealing with less than and greater than problems. So, meron tayong mga example dito. Yan. So, example, Sue weighs 5 pounds more than Amanda. If Amanda weighs 103 pounds, how much does Sue weigh? So, si Sue weighs 5 pounds more. So, mas mataas yung timbang niya by 5 pounds. Therefore, we are going to add 5 pounds to Amanda's weight to get Sue's weight. So 103 plus 5, Sue weighs 108 pounds. Now let's have number 2. Sue weighs 5 pounds less than Amanda. If Sue weighs 103 pounds, how much does Amanda weigh? So si Sue ay 5 pounds less than Amanda. Kung si Sue daw ay 103 pounds, ano ang weight ni Amanda? So we are going to subtract 5 from 103, giving us 98. So 98 pounds si Amanda. Now let's go to Aba, teka. Teka, nalito ako dun sa B. Teka, ulitin natin. Sue weighs 5 pounds less than Amanda. If Sue weighs 103 pounds, how much does Amanda weigh? Ayun, mas mabigat pala si Amanda kaysa kay Sue. So, kahit na 5 pounds less than Amanda yung nakalagay sa kanya, actually, your operation here should be addition. So, you have to add 5 to Sue's weight to get Amanda's weight. So, you are going to have 103 plus 5, 108 pounds. Same as number 1. Now, how about now, letter C? A school has an enrollment of 2,381 students. This is 53 students less than last year. What was the enrollment last year? So, dito nakalagay, a school has an enrollment of 2,381 students. And ito ay mas mababa by 53 kesa dun sa nakaraang taon. So, dapat yung last year ay mas mataas kesa sa 2,381. Therefore, we are going to add 53 to 2,381. Okay? Ilan yun? 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1. Ayan. Finally, we have letter D. A school had an enrollment of 2,381 students last year. This 53 students less this is 53 students less than this year. So parehas lang. Still you have to add 53 to 2,381. Okay? Okay. Inequalities using the words at least and at most. Ayan. Kapag ka sinabi nating is less than, this is the symbol associated with it. Kapag ka less than or equal, this is the symbol associated with it. Greater than, ito. Greater than or equal, ito. Ang tatandaan lang natin, kapag ka merong bar sa ilalim, ito, that is associated with the word or equal to. Okay? Ibig sabihin, kasali yung boundary. In word problems, this symbol can also be used to translate. Ayan, baliktad siya ha, kasi di ba kapag sinabi nating most, dapat marami yon. Baka may associate nyo siya sa greater than. But actually, it is associated with less than or equal to. Less than or equal to is at most. And then, yung greater than or equal to, it is at least. Now, let's look at this example. Translate and solve. 1/3 of an unknown number is less than 4. So, 1/3 of an unknown number, sulat natin siya dito. Kasi baka malito kayo, bakit x over 3 kaagad? Mhm. Ayan. So, 1/3. We have 1/3 of an unknown number. The unknown number is x. You can use any variable, it's okay. Is less than 4. We have 1/3 times x is x over 3 less than 4. Now, how can we find the value of x? So, we have to get rid of 3. So, let's multiply both sides by 3. Ayan. So, wala na siya dito sa kabilang side. X is less than 12. And 1/3 of 12 is 4. Diba? So, x is less than 12. Anything that is less than 12 will qualify as the value of x. For example, 11.5. 11.5 over 3, mas mababa na yan sa 4. Okay? So, our answer here is x is less than 12. Ngayon, ano yung mga rules na kailangan nyo tandaan when dealing with inequalities? If you are going to multiply numbers greater than 0 to both sides, hindi magpapalit yung inequality nyo. But if you are going to multiply both sides by negative number, x is less than 0, magpapalit ang direksyon ng inyong inequality. For example, Gawa tayo dito ng isa. Um, Ginawa natin siyang negative x over 3 is equal to 4. This is a separate problem ha. For the sake of illustration, kaya ako lang siya ilalagay. So we can consider this as, kaparehas pa rin nung kanina, 3, 3, you are going to have negative x is less than 12. But this is still negative x. So we have to multiply both sides by negative 1. If you are multiplying both sides by a negative number, nagpapalit po ang direksyon ng ating inequality. You have to take note of that. Do not forget that. Ay, ba't principles na naman? Okay, if a number is subtracted from 10, the result is at most 22. So, sabi natin kanina, pag at most, yun ay less than or equal. Pag at least, yun ay greater than or equal. So, if a number is subtracted from 10, the result is at most 22. So, 10 minus x is equal to 22. Subtract 10 from both sides. So, we have negative x is equal to 22 minus 10, which is 12. Now, multiply both sides by negative 1. Sinabi na natin kanina, when we multiply or divide an inequality by a negative number, we must reverse the inequality sign. Babaligtarin mo yung inequality sign mo. Okay? So, dito, magiging sagot natin ay x is greater than or equal to negative 12. So, I think this is going to be the end of our discussion for this video. So, yung number problems ay ilalagay na lang natin sa susunod na video. Thank you very much for listening and see you next time. Bye!